Hi, I'm Bodie Pendis, and today I'm going to tell you about the Dowel Wizard, all the neat things you can do with it, and what makes it a better product than anything else I found out there. So when I started to evaluate what I needed for my next project, since I'm building a little TV console table with oak, I wanted something that would be a precision tool. And the Dowel Wizard was perfect for being able to join the tops for making tabletops and making shelves when I had to do end-to-end joinery. My line. I line that line up with the mark on the inside of that. Here's how you use your Dowel Wizard. You place it on your lumber, you line up the line according to the line on the Dowel Wizard, you clamp it, and you drill it. You drill a hole, one or two, your choice is yours. So people may ask me, Bodie, well, what's the difference between this and say what you could get at Rockler or Woodcraft, or maybe even at the Woodpecker Dowel Jig? I can tell you, the simple answer is probably $100 to $150. But really the difference is a quality part that's going to last for a long time that you can quickly use and doesn't break the bank. That's really what you're looking for as a woodworker. You don't have to have these very expensive tools. This will do a great job. The first thing I want to tell you about the Dowel Wizard is it's fabulous for about 80 bucks. And one of the things that I looked at when I was looking at dowel jigs was to find something that was easily workable. And when you can use this thing, you very easily can put this on your lumber, clamp it down, and be ready to go and drill 2 holes. Quickly unclamp it and move it to the next one. It's a lot easier than having to do these. You have to screw and twist and turn. This thing is really neat. Here I am making an edge-to-edge joinery for a tabletop that I'm making. So I'm just going along, making 5 holes in here, and lickety-split, you're done. So this made it real easy to be able to clamp it, drill a hole, take it off, and move to the next one. The first thing I noticed when I opened the package of the Dowel Wizard, it is fine. Looks to me like aircraft grade aluminum. This thing is wonderful. This was definitely an engineer that made this. Someone that knew what they were doing with the metal as well as a good woodworker. That describes Gordon Atchison, the creator of the Dowel Wizard. So here I am finishing up the holes for the very first panel or top that I'm going to prepare with the Dowel Wizard. So I've cleaned the edge after drilling the hole to remove any miscellaneous shavings. And I get my dowels out and I'm going to do a dry fit and see how the very first panel looks with the Dowel Wizard. Tap it together, get the dowel straight. There it is, perfect. One nice panel. So when you order your Dowel Wizard, this is what you get. This is the jig. It's pivots like this. You can put it on your piece, on your board, and it's self-centering. So whether you go this way, you want to use this front side consistently on the piece that you're drilling. It has sandpaper on each of these pieces to keep your lumber from slipping. It comes with 3 different sizes of drill holes. It's got a 3/8, this is your 1/4, and 3/16. So in my case, I also have the miter portion of this to drill dowel holes into a miter cut. This is my first trial at trying to make my own dowel jig. And I got some of these basically sleeves to be able to do that. And I did the holes perfectly. And I got on the drill press and did this. But you know what? What I found out, once you put a long dowel in here, these things tend to migrate. No matter how straight you think you have these, it is just not precision drilling. And therefore, having something that's mechanically produced is going to be superior than a homemade jig anytime. So when you're working with hardwoods, you're working with quality, you're building furniture that you want to last and that will look good and have that precision look, you need to get your quality tool like the Dowel Wizard. So to drill these two holes in the end unit through the shelf into the side pieces or front pieces, I built a spacer unit. Took off one side of the Dowel Wizard. So I have my alignment, and this line has its mark, and I have that center mark lined up over there. So I have my dowel unit with the spacer, and then I have this lined up on this center line, which is 1 inch from each edge, and this is the center line of the holes. And now all we have to do is drill these two holes. So after drilling the two holes, I fill them with a walnut dowel. I glue it and trim it. Those walnut plugs look absolutely stunning compared to the oak. This is something you should try with your new Dowel Wizard. So after working with the Dowel Wizard, I can tell you I like it. It's a nice product. And you can tell this was designed by a person that knew what it's doing. Gordon Atkinson has been a woodworker all his life. But in his professional career, he's been a product design engineer, designing and developing medical, industrial, and consumer products. So no wonder it's such a nicely designed dowel jig. This particular product was patented about 3 years ago, and all of Gordon's friends have encouraged him to manufacture and selling it. So he's been selling it for a couple of years. You too can be a friend of Gordon's. And for $80, I bet he'll ship you one of these as well. You can check it out on dowelwizard.com. So if you're like me, you watched a whole bunch of dowel jig videos trying to figure out what's the best product to have to use. Well, let me tell you, if you watch my next video, I'm going to build a TV console table exclusively with dowels using this dowel jig. So you may want to consider subscribing down below so you won't miss that video. But if you like this one, hey, give me a thumbs up. And as usual, come back and see me real soon.